Okay, so this is the last video for exercise 1 and just shows you how to complete the task if you've struggled. I'd like everyone to complete all the 3 exercises before they start the coursework, otherwise you will struggle. So I'm going to add the chimney, so I'm going to go to the top floor plan and I'm going to create a centre line here. So create reference plane, go along this line. I should get a centre there, bring it out a little bit. It says that it is 500 thick, but a metre by 500, and I'm visualising it as external. You may visualise it on the top, it doesn't matter. So let's go for drawing this. So if I create an extrusion, and I start from here, so this way I go 500, this way I go 500, this way then I go a metre, and then 500, 500. That's made the rectangle. Look at it from the front, double click, and it's at the bottom, so I need to raise this, and it's saying it's 9,700 to the chimney pots. They are 700 high, so it's 9 meters. So this was 6, this was 7.5. So let's go for a reference plane here. So this was 6, so 9 meters onto 6 would be 3,000. Just check that dimension was 6 from memory. Yeah, 6. So you could check the dimension you've got right is here, there up to here is 9 meters. So then you could click this and stretch that up to 9 meters. Okay, so now if you went to 3D view, always check back, that's the external chimney stack. You now want to put some chimney pots on here. So there's a little bit of an awkwardness here, which is why I've done it, and I'll show you how I think you'd attack it and then what you have to do. So these chimney pots are on the centre line, so if you zoom in onto this chimney, then you're wanting a centre line reference plane across here. So here's a centre line, here's a centre line. They are at the 300 diameter and they're 500 centre to centre. So if this is 500, then they're going to be 250 either way. So you could do a reference plane here and make that 250, and a reference plane here and make that one 250, and then you've got the centres of the circles. So there's one here at 500 centres, and the 300 diameter externally. So create extrusion. This time you can see a circle. So 300 externally. So that's now showing me a radius. It's 300 diameter, so I'm wanting 150. So let's type in 150, and then they are 20 millimeters thick. So if you think at the moment you're doing a solid tube, you're wanting to do like a pipe, so you wanted to do a void extrusion on the inside. So create, so I'm still in, I haven't clicked that. So create void forms, void extrusion, again a circle, and this time you'd be going for 20 millimeters thick would be 130. So you can see this is the inside and out of the, and then you've got to press tick on that. So when you've got those two, now if I went to the front view, these chimney pots are started here, and obviously they want to be on the top of here. If I click on one, if I clicked on an element here, like that one, it would give me, it said, look, extrusion starts at 0 and ends at 250. That's that 250 thick. So I could say, well, this is going to end at 9,700, and this is going to start at 9,000, and then press apply, and then all of a sudden that one's moved. If I do the same to this one, so 9,700 and 9,000, then that apply has gone up to the roof. So if I now zoom out and drag down, I'm expecting those chimney pots to have landed here. I've got it right and it's gone on the top. So now you need to do this at the moment. If I go into 3D view, you've got one chimney pot and it's not been voided. So if I go on to plan, if I go to the top, you can see they're actually solid. It looked a little bit. So now I'm going to do the cut command, cut. I'm going to cut this void into here. And let's press return, see if I've got that. If you now do a 3D view, have you got a chimney pot? So yes, I think you've now got a chimney pot, which is a sphere. So press click. Yeah, so I didn't press the green arrow because I didn't press the green arrow, I didn't like it. So although this looks like a shade, it actually is still two. You can still see the void former. So you need to do that cut command and press the green arrow. So you do cut. No, it has cut. That's done. So what you need to do is put another one on the other side. So if you then go to say just a 3D view and zoom out, so you're not far off now, just another chimney, and that's about done. And exercise 2 will go on, so you can start, dimensioning this and so on. But other than adding another chimney, which you could try using the copy command if you wanted to, or you could draw it again from scratch and get that second one.